15 physical signs he just slept with someone else. Have you been observing the physical signs that indicate he might have been with someone else recently? Do you find yourself feeling suspicious about your husband or boyfriend? Are you experiencing feelings of betrayal, perhaps noticing him becoming distant? Maybe his body language has confirmed your concerns. While determining whether he is cheating can be challenging, here are some signs to watch for. He becomes overly protective of his phone, exhibits irritable behavior, spends more time away from home, withholds intimacy, smells different than usual, and more. It's natural to be anxious about these changes and to wonder if confronting him will lead to denial or if your suspicions are unfounded. Rest assured, we're here to provide clarity. In this article, we'll delve deeper into the physical indicators that he may have recently been with someone else. Warning signs he just slept with someone. While it's crucial to handle these suspicions delicately and keep an open mind, there are specific physical cues that can suggest infidelity in your husband or boyfriend. Let's examine some of the typical physical signs that indicate he may have recently been intimate with someone else. 1. He acts defensive when you ask him questions. You might observe changes in your partner's demeanor and behavior that concern you, prompting you to inquire about what's going on. However, instead of responding openly, he becomes defensive. It's possible he could be going through a challenging phase in his life. Yet, if this defensive behavior persists and he refuses to explain or discuss his concerns with you, it could indicate that he recently had an intimate encounter with someone else and is attempting to conceal it from you. 2. He gets too exhausted unlike before. It becomes apparent that your partner may be untrustworthy when he consistently appears unusually exhausted. If he frequently claims to be too tired for intimacy or to spend time together, it's a telling sign. Engaging in an affair outside the relationship adds to his workload, as he must travel, engage in activities, and manage his usual responsibilities at home, leading to increased fatigue. 3. He becomes physically distant. This sign can be particularly noticeable in a marriage, especially for someone who values affection such as kissing, cuddling, hugging, and playful interaction. His body language often reveals the truth, even if his words say otherwise. Pay attention if he stops wrapping his arms around you, ceases touching or kissing you affectionately, and when he does, it seems forced or he appears irritated. Also, take note if he no longer expresses his love verbally or cuddles with you as he once did. 4. He becomes overprotective of his phone. In the past, his phone was always accessible, used for watching movies, playing songs, and more. Sometimes, you even used his phone without asking, and he didn't mind. Nowadays, he's constantly glued to his phone and never lets it out of his sight. He takes it with him everywhere, including to the bathroom, and even sleeps with it under his pillow, making it difficult for you to access it without disturbing him. When his phone rings, he always rushes to answer it before you. Often, he prefers to keep it on silent to avoid interruptions and becomes protective when you try to handle messages received on his phone. 5. He lies concerning his whereabouts. In the past, he openly shared details about his daily activities and reasons for working late. You were familiar with all his friends, and you often spent time together. However, things have changed recently. Now, he informs you about his plans vaguely, such as saying he's going on a trip, but you discover through a friend that he's been seen elsewhere, like in a shopping mall. He no longer shares his whereabouts and outings with you and keeps them private. There's a strong possibility that he's concealing his location because he is involved with someone else and doesn't want you to discover where he really is. 6. He lacks sexual interest with you. This is a prominent indicator from the list of 15 physical signs that he may have been with someone else. He no longer prioritizes the quality time he once shared with you. Frequently, he gives excuses such as, "I'm too tired, I'm not feeling it today, I'm swamped with work, let's take a break, sex isn't everything," and more. Typically, men find it challenging to resist their natural urges, especially when their partner is nearby. If your husband suddenly loses interest in spending intimate time with you, it suggests he may have redirected his attention elsewhere. 7. He smells different than usual. You should be familiar with your man's usual scent. If you notice a sudden change in his smell, it could indicate a problem. He might smell unpleasant due to stress or passing through smoke. However, if you detect the scent of feminine lotion, another woman's perfume, or any unfamiliar feminine fragrance that isn't typical for him, it's possible he has been intimate with someone else. This new fragrance on his clothing might be appealing but also heart-wrenching, marking it as one of the 15 physical signs that suggest he has been with someone else. 8. He looks guilty when there is an eye contact. This is another significant physical sign among the 15 indicators that suggest he has recently been intimate with someone else. However, some men are so accustomed to cheating that they show no remorse and always have justifications. Yet, many still retain a sense of guilt, especially if they still harbor feelings for their partner, which becomes evident in their eye contact. When you lock eyes with them, they may quickly glance away, lower their gaze, or stumble over their words, indicating guilt and possible wrongdoing. Engage in deeper conversation with him to uncover what might be troubling him. 9. He becomes unusually busy. This is a straightforward method to determine if your partner might be involved with someone else. He now frequently mentions how busy he is and how his workload has increased, leading him to spend more time away from home than before. It's possible he genuinely received a promotion or faces increased responsibilities at work, which could keep him occupied with various tasks. However, as the saying goes, no matter how busy you are, you will always make time for your spouse and loved ones. If he consistently returns late due to his busy schedule and shows little interest in spending quality time with you, it may indicate that he has been intimate with someone else to fulfill his needs. 10. He's sweaty or a bit wet when he meets you. You might observe that he frequently appears sweaty or slightly damp, as if he just showered. This happens because after sexual activity, people tend to perspire and feel moist, prompting them to shower, wash their face and hands, and groom themselves. This particular sign is among the most conclusive indicators that he has recently been intimate with someone else. The scent of the soap he used in the shower and any body spray he applied will likely still be noticeable. He might offer explanations such as, "I went to the gym after work," to account for the perspiration. However, if this pattern continues regularly, it could indeed be a result of prolonged sexual activity. 11. He's always on call with a particular person, especially when you are asleep. This is a behavior commonly observed in men who cheat. They frequently rush to either the bathroom or the kitchen to take phone calls. If you try to check his phone to understand what's happening, he may accuse you of cheating instead, arguing that your suspicion wouldn't be so strong if you weren't guilty yourself. 12. He becomes too conscious of his appearance. There's nothing wrong with wanting to look presentable, but his focus on grooming has become unusually excessive. He might spend up to 30 minutes grooming himself, even when he's running late for work. Perhaps he now shops frequently, acquiring new shoes and clothes, and visits the salon weekly to groom his hair and beard. 13. He showers as soon as he gets back from work. Certainly, some jobs can be physically demanding, leaving him dirty and smelling after work, which explains why he rushes to shower upon returning home. However, if your partner's job is not physically demanding, yet he consistently hurries to shower immediately after work, it could be a sign that he has recently been intimate with someone else. This urgency might be to conceal any evidence from the sexual encounter, such as lipstick stains, powder residue, and more. 14. He becomes abusive. Another clear indication that he has been with someone else is when he begins treating you poorly, no longer valuing or respecting you, even in front of your children. He may dismiss your concerns, gaslight you by telling you that you're wrong or imagining things, manipulate your emotions, or use your fears against you to assert control. 15. He no longer calls you pet names. You might observe that he has stopped using affectionate pet names for you that he used to, and instead addresses you in a more distant or formal manner, such as "Mama this" or "Mama that." This change in his expressions of love and affection could be an indication that he is involved with someone else. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new videos. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.